Round 2, we won the dice roll. We'll play first. Yeah, we'll keep this. This hand needs some help, but we could potentially get a turn 4 assembler, right? Gauntlet into automaton if we draw land. Alright, well, if I was going to miss a land, I'd want to get something that can scry for one. So we're going to have to do some upkeep scrying, because land is of the utmost importance. So I can't block this Bandar either for that same reason. It wasn't as relevant in the other game, but oh, I'm pretty happy my opponent did not attack there. We're going to scry though, because we need land. Got the land, so we'll keep that on top. Play land, play the automaton so I can play the assembler next turn. No, maybe that's not right, actually. Let's go with Drake. So I think the plan now is just hold back on the Theorist and start smashing with the Drake from above. Okay. Why don't you do that on the Drake? Could actually trade here. It's a 2 for 2. My opponent has more cards in hand. I do have a malfunction. I want to get rid of this Bandar, though, now that it's got 3 counters on it. We get a 2 for 2. It's not a great 2 for 2, but it is a 2 for 2. So I guess we'll actually play the automaton. Although, I kind of need to scry for land, don't I? No, we'll make better use of mana. Because if I draw land now, I can construct plus equip Torch Gauntlet, which I think is better. No play? Okay, so there's a Salvager. We could just drop the Assembler like it's hot. We've got some options here. Getting in for 4 points of damage is not irrelevant. I think I'm actually going to play Assembler. So we're taking a turn off to get our 3/3. And next turn I can hopefully play Construct plus Equip. But getting Assembler seems like it could be relevant. If our opponent rips or drops a Cavalry like it's hot here, at least we have the malfunction for when we eventually find a land. Okay, Elite to draw. Nothing else, okay. So untap. Okay. So I think we just swing with Assembler. Probably have to trade it for an Infusion or an Ornamental Courage or a Blossoming Defense or a Rush of Vitality or a Subtle Strike. I mean, there is only like tens of thousands of spells that could have been played there. So let's drop the Trophy Mage now and get our Dragster. So I think we're going to take it here. Double blocking, it's just a good chance our opponent's got something, so don't want to get 2 for 1 here. Okay. Still can't find that land, can we? Alright, so we'll play the Dragster and pass. This lets us activate if our opponent uses the Aether Seer. So I can block the Aether Seer with my Automaton, but I think we're going to force a trick out of him. I think I'm actually going to block the Aether Seer here. Okay. So they get in, they smash us for 6. So they got 1 card left in hand. Untap, draw, got the land, that's good. So now we've got some options. We can I think we just construct first. Probably topping most things. Well, actually not the Charger. And they bottomed a card as well, so we'll equip a Torch Gauntlet on a Trophy Mage. And pass. Well, that seems bad for us. Yeah, I wish I could do something about that, but looks like we just got, sadly. Well, at least our opponent didn't force my Trophy Mage to block that. That would have been a lot worse for him. I mean, we're still in horrific shape here. Like, we're absolutely dead next turn, but opponent could have done that better. I'm disappointed in them. Alright, so let's see. Still take too much. So I take too much if I play 1 creature. Yeah, I think we just concede here. Alright. So we got steamrolled by the old Splash Release the Gremlins. Which is a bummer, but it's going to be really good against us. Nothing we can do about it. Could do a Metallic Rebuke. Seems unlikely to pay off, especially since in that game it wouldn't have paid off. Anything I want to do different. Anything at all. Anything. Nope. I don't see anything. Alright, we'll play first. This hand's pretty bad. See, usually I'm about keeping the 5 landers, but our deck is so terribly mediocre that it seems like a bad idea. I think I'm going to mulligan. Alright, this will have to do. And keep that on top. So we can actually go Torch Gauntlet into Monitor, and we can even give Menace off the Spire of Industry. Not bad. Not bad. Other option is to play the Dragster. Also not bad. Fretwork Colony, okay. Let's see here. So, options. Dragster, Monitor. Advantages of Monitor. We can equip Gauntlet and Menace next turn, but that'll take our whole turn. I think we go Dragster. Alright. This seems like a turn progression we can beat. There's the malfunction for the colony. We don't have to do that yet. So, Trophy Mage or... well, Trophy Mage deck thins for us, which is nice. But Monitor can get some Menace to get past the blocker, which I think is actually better. So, we're going to play the Monitor. We're going to activate the Dragster. Like, if we draw a land next turn, we can go Trophy Mage, give Menace, smash for 9, which is pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty bad news bears for us. Take 4. Draw, get the land. So now we can go Assembler, but we probably just want to... well, do we want to malfunction now? I feel like our opponent probably has the release of Gremlins, but... I'm going to have to take 5 next turn. I think we're going Assembler. This is risky, but I think the issue is I kind of need to attack here. I don't need to, but I want to get my cards. Okay, well, Poisoner is actually pretty good, but it makes more sense to me that we malfunction, I think. The malfunction on the colony is a little more pressing of a problem for them. Okay. The charger, so let's malfunction this thing now. And we'll pass. Alright. Take some damage on tap. So I think we just go... well, we've actually got some options here, don't we? So I think we go Salvager, Poisoner, and I think we actually do sack the Torch Gauntlet to make this a 3/3. And then pass. Okay. It's actually kind of bad. So, I think I have to block here too, which is kind of a bummer. Yeah, it's also a bummer. Alright. So, we'll deck Finn. Alright. Ended up losing. This feels like a match we could have won, but our deck is terribly mediocre, like I said. So I guess the one turn I would do differently if I could go back is just malfunction the colony and save myself 5 points of damage. I still think we would have ended up losing this match, but yeah, honestly, our opponent's deck was 10 to 12,000 times worse than my round one opponent. So I think that just really goes to show you how absurd it was that we won match one at all. All right, we'll see you in round 3.